Namaskara. Hello and welcome to Swayamuk Basic Introduction course in Kannada. I am Varsha T. Nayak and I'll be your guide on this exciting journey into the Kannada language. In our previous lessons, we explored the present tense in Kannada, understanding its structure and usage. Today, we will take the next step and delve into the past tense, learning how to form and use it effectively in conversations. Let's get started. Introduction to simple past tense maker the. In this lesson, we introduce the simple past tense marker the in Kannada. This marker is commonly used to form the past tense of various verbs as demonstrated in these sections. Impersonal use of the verb agu with the verbal noun in the dative case. The verb agu, which means to happen or to be possible, is used idiomatically with a verbal noun in the dative case to indicate possibility or impossibility of an action. This structure is widely used in spoken Kannada. Here's the structure. Verbal noun, which is infinitive in dative, plus agu indicates possibility or impossibility. For example, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರೋಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It is possible to come to your house. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರೋಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. It is not possible to come to your house. Here, baroke is the verbal noun in the dative case, formed from the root verb baru, meaning to come, and agu expresses whether the action is possible or not. When negated, agu takes the negative suffix la, which becomes agalla. The quotative or reportive particle anta. The word anta functions as a quotative or reportive particle in Kannada. It is used after direct or indirect speech and when referring to someone's name or designation. Uses of anta: to report what someone said, direct or indirect speech, to express a thought or desire, and also to indicate the name of a person or thing. For example, ನಾನು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. I said that I will come. ನನಗೆ ಊರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಸೆ. I have a desire to go to my hometown. ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ನನ್ನ ಅಣ್ಣನ ಜೊತೆ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. Our father said that he would stay with my elder brother. ಅವನ ಹೆಸರು ರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಅಂತ. His name is Ramaya. Now, let's hear a conversation. ಮಗಳ ಮನೆ.
ಊರಿಂದ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಂದಿರಿ ಮಾವ?
ನಾವು ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ 3 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬಂದೆವು. ನೀನು ಬರೋದು ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ತಡ ಆಯಿತು?
ನಮಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತ ರವಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆಲಸ ಇತ್ತು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದೆ. ಬರೋದು ತಡ ಆಯಿತು.
ಊರಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ನೀನು ನಾದಿನಿನೂ ಬಂದಳು. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾಜ ಸಾಗರ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಸೆ.
ಆಗಲಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು, ನಾಡಿದ್ದು ಭಾನುವಾರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗೋಣ.
ಇದೇನಮ್ಮ ಅದು, ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸೆಕೆ, ಒಳಗೆ ಕೂರೋಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಬಾ, ಹೊರಗೆ ವರಾಂಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ.
ಹೌದು ಮಾವ, ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಮೈಸೂರು ಮದರಾಸಿನ ಹಾಗೆ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ಧಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಸಾಧ್ಯ ಸೆಕೆ.
ಹೌದೌದು, ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ತಂಪಾಯ್ತು.
ಮಾವ, ಅರುಣಂದು ಕಿರಣಂದು ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾಯ್ತು?
ಇಬ್ಬರು ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಮದುವೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂದರು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಆ ವಿಚಾರ ಕೈ ಬಿಡಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು.
ಹೋಗಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ, ಈಗೇನು ಅವಸರ. ಅರುಣನಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ರಜಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅವನು ಇನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ?
ಅಯ್ಯೋ, ಅವನೆಲ್ಲಿ 15 ದಿವಸ ಮಾತ್ರ ಊರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ. ಆಗಲೇ ಮೊನ್ನೆನೇ ಬೊಂಬಾಯಿಗೆ ಹೋದ. ಜೊತೆಲಿ 1-2 ತಿಂಗಳು ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತೆನೂ ಹೋದರು.
Structure of the past tense in Kannada. In Kannada, the past tense is formed using the following structure: verb root plus past tense maker plus pronominal ending. For example, hogu plus past tense marker the plus a, which becomes hode. Note, the segment gu is deleted in the past tense form. Formation of the past tense. Unlike other verb forms, there is no strict conditioning factor that determines which verbs take the as the past tense marker. A list of verbs that exhibit this pattern is provided at the end of the class. Pronominal endings in the past tense. The pronominal endings for the different persons and numbers are as follows. Irregularity in the third person neuter singular forms. The third person neuter singular can take two different pronominal endings, tu or itu. The choice between these depends on whether the past tense marker is explicitly retained or omitted. When tu is added directly to the root verb, the past tense marker is 0, that is, not explicitly present. When itu is used, the past tense marker is retained. For example, irregular verbs in third person neuter singular. Some words exhibit irregular forms in the third person neuter singular in the past tense. Verbs that take the past tense marker the. Below the list of verbs that take the as their past tense marker. Hogu, to go. Ta, to bring. Kudi, to drink. Hode, to beat. Tere, to open. Kare, to call. Kale, to subtract. Sele, to attract. Kollu, to kill. Annu, to say. Iru, to be. Bayu, to scold. Elu, to get up. Gellu, to win. Agu, to become. Ba, to come. Bare, to write. Nade, to walk. Yele, to pull. Kadi, to cut or bite. Kere, to scratch. Ere, to apply. Bele, to grow. Oge, to wash clothes. Bilu, to fall. Tinnu, to eat. Muri, to break. Koyu, to pluck or cut fruit. Kayu, to wait. Tuli, to push down by foot. Past tense forms of some common verbs. Here is a comparison of the present and past tense forms of selected verbs. The past tense in Kannada follows a systematic pattern with certain exceptions, especially in third person neuter singular forms. Some verbs exhibit irregularities, while others consistently take the as the past tense marker. Understanding these structures will help in forming grammatically correct past tense sentences in Kannada.
ಶರ್ಮಾ, ಯಾಕಿಷ್ಟು ತಡವಾಗಿ ಎದ್ದೀರಿ? ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ವಾ?
ರಾತ್ರಿ ನಾಟಕದ ರಿಹರ್ಸಲ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಮಲಗೋದು ತುಂಬ ತಡ ಆಯಿತು.
ನಾಟಕದ ರಿಹರ್ಸಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು?
ನಾಟಕದ ರಿಹರ್ಸಲ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿಯವರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು.
ರೂಮಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬಂದಿರಿ?
ರಾತ್ರಿ 12 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬಂದೆ.
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರೂಮ್ಮೇಟ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಾನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದರು?
ಅವರು ಆಗಲೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಹೋದರು.
ಹೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, ಹೊರಡಿ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ತಿಂಡಿ ತಿಂದಿರಾ?
ತಿಂಡಿನೂ ತಿಂದೆ, ಕಾಫಿನೂ ಕುಡಿದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪುಸ್ತಕನ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಹೊರಡಿ. 5 ನಿಮಿಷನೂ ತಡವಾಗ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ.
ಹೌದು, ನಾನು ಮೊನ್ನೆ 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ತಡವಾಗಿ ಹೋದೆ. ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಬಿತ್ತು. ಬನ್ನಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ.
Let's hear a conversation between friends. Let's look at the vocabulary we have used in this lesson. Atte, auntie or mother-in-law. Ase, desire, hope or wish. Asadhya, impossible. Odisu, to drive away. Kushala, happy. Kuru, to sit. Kaibidu, to drop out. Tampu, cool. Tege, to open. Dhage, hot or heat. Deha, body. Vichara, idea or matter. Have, weather. Hasu, cow. Hode, to beat or to drive out. Tege, to open. Bidi, street. Bai, to scold. Agu, to happen. Absent bilu, to be marked absent. impersonal construction. Elu, to get up. Kanu, to be seen. Kanisu, to appear. Nataka, drama. Beelu, to fall. Malagu, to sleep. Ratri, night. Huduku, to search. Husharu, careful, safe, cured or well. Summary. In Kannada, there are 6 past tense suffixes: the, the, ta, dha, ka and id. Different verbs take different suffixes. Some of these past suffixes are used in single with some verbs and with some they get doubled. Now let's see these suffixes one by one. The past tense suffix the structure of the past tense in Kannada is verb root plus past tense marker plus pronominal ending. Nanu, hogu plus the plus a nu becomes hodenu. I went. Observe the change. There is no conditioning factor to say as to which verb will take which past tense suffix. A list of verbs in which the occurs as past tense is given at the end. The pronominal endings of all the persons are given here. Nanu, hogu plus the plus a nu becomes hodenu. I went. Observe the changes. Navu, hogu plus the plus a plus u plus vu. Hodevu. We went. Neenu, hogu plus the plus a becomes hode. You went. Neevu, hogu plus the plus iri becomes hodiri. You went. Avanu, hogu plus the plus a plus nu becomes hodanu. He went. Avalu, hogu plus the plus alu becomes hodadu. She went. Avaru, hogu plus the plus aru becomes hodaru. He, she or they went. Adu, hogu plus itu becomes hoitu. It went. Avu, hogu plus the plus avu becomes hodavu. Those or these went. First person, Nanu hode or Nanu hodenu. Navu hodevu. Second person, Neenu hode, Neevu hodiri. Third person, Avanu hoda or Avanu hodanu. Avalu hodalu. Avaru hodaru. Neuter, adu hoitu or adu hoitu. Avu hodavu. Third person neuter singular will take one of the two pronominal endings, namely tu or itu. Tu will be added directly to the verb root. Here past tense is 0. If it is itu, the past tense marker is retained. For example, tin plus 0 plus 2 becomes tintu. Tin plus the plus itu becomes tinditu. Iru, hogu and agu exhibit irregular forms in the third person neutral singular. The verb root hogu will become hoktini in the present tense and hode in the past tense. Similarly, ba, bartini present tense, bande past tense. The verb root ta, tartini present tense, tande past tense. The verb root kollu, koltini in the present tense, konde in the past tense. Annu, antini in the present tense and ande in the past tense. The verb root iru becomes irtini in the present tense and idde in the past tense. The verb root bayu becomes baitini in the present tense and baide in the past tense. The verb root elu becomes ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ in the present tense and ಎದ್ದೆ in the past tense. The verb root ಗೆಲ್ಲು becomes ಗೆಲ್ತೀನಿ in the present tense and ಗೆದ್ದೆ in the past tense. The verb root ಬೀಳು becomes ಬೀಳ್ತೀನಿ in the present tense and ಬಿದ್ದೆ in the past tense. The verb root ಕಾಯು becomes ಕಾಯ್ತೀನಿ in the present tense and ಕಾದೆ in the past tense. Conclusion. In today's lesson, we explored the formation and usage of the past tense in Kannada. We learned about the simple past tense marker the impersonal use of agu, and the role of the quotative particle anta in reported speech. Additionally, we examined a real-life conversation that demonstrated past tense usage in a natural setting. By understanding these structures and practicing their application, you will be able to express past events more fluently in Kannada. Keep practicing by forming sentences with different verbs and using them in conversations. In our next lesson, we will continue expanding our understanding of Kannada grammar and sentence formation. Keep learning and enjoy your Kannada journey. Until then, ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.